What up, guys? Hell yeah!
How many of you guys are going to get a little guy chassis? Oh, that fucker's
How much
badass.
is that one again? How much is that one again?
More than I can afford right now.
Yeah, no shit, right?
But I am going to get
But
one.
yeah, Stone James time again.
What's that?
Stone James time again.
Hell yeah.
We splurged a little bit.
JMK rock crawling. What's up?
We went on dinner and
what's up, Ozzy?
Ozzy.
There's Christina.
You should be able to get in through the pinned link. If not, I can drop it in the chat again.
Christina's not here.
Jeff.
What's up, Kelvin?
Miss Donna. Who else we got? JMK. What's up, brother? Eric. Eric, while we got you here, and I'm thinking about it.
Have you seen that yet, Eric?
On this body, the best way to clean it after I sand it. What would be the best way to do it besides soap and water, obviously? But, you know, to get my oils and shit off of it.
Probably alcohol would be fine, I would think.
Well, I know some 3D printed material doesn't mesh well with alcohol wipes. It deteriorates them.
No
yeah,
kidding.
it deteriorates them. Deteriorates them. Still can't say it. But,
I think you got the point.
I think so.
Calvin's writing a story. What's it about?
Oh yeah? Writing a story, huh? Shut up, 15 in the house. Heck yeah.
Would it be a documentary, or would it be a fiction, or tragedy, comedy?
Peeper!
What's going on, Brian?
What's going on, brother?
Oh no, Jeff, you broke your tablet. Damn.
Oh, that's no
About
good.
my elderly characters. What do you mean your elderly characters? What kind of characters?
I think he does board gaming and stuff like that. Like
like tabletop D&D?
I think it would be something along those lines, but more fantasy realm than that even. I don't know.
You can get a whole lot more fantasy than D&D.
I mean, this is very true. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
You could go more sci-fi or whatever, Definitely, there's all kinds of different ones. These are those landmines that Brian had on that one set of rims.
Boom skis. Okay. Jason Earl, what's up, brother? Created all kinds of characters in my Right Coast Stories. I make comedy series.
Oh, no shit. That's really cool, man. How would we find that?
You do it on your channel, right there, Calvin? I got so many people I'm sub to. Oh my god, I can't keep up with everybody.
Oh, okay. I am probably not subscribed to Kelvin. It didn't even dawn on me. Yeah, of course he has a channel. Oh, Christina said, might cancel live because no one read comments while I drive track and I need to practice for the count. Okay. I understand that.
Me and the wife and the kid were out running around today, so. Brian! Killer build
Hell
again,
yeah,
brother.
Brian. Another gorgeous
Hell yeah,
build, man.
I gotta catch up on a bunch of shit. I missed a lot of stuff today.
Right,
Kaz
Jeff.
Live.
That's for a standard axle, not the X15. Now, he does have the heavy brass for the X15. This is that new one. Now you can get the heavy brass for the X15. That's this. And then this is the new one for the standard axle.
You're very welcome, Brian. You're very welcome. I just had to play fuck nuts a little bit. Here, let me slow you out, Jim. There you go.
You can see that the X15 brass is actually quite a bit bigger than this one.
Okay. Yep.
You know, that's got all the upper part on that heavy brass for the X15s. So
Sure.
And it's just bigger all around. But this is the biggest weight that Mofo offers for the standard axles, like say the brass.
Nice. Gives you a little bit of a weight hanger on it, even.
Yeah, it's the weight hanger kind of. You know, it's not the adjustable kind, like say at a hard park weight hanger, but I don't need to take any. I'm putting something like that on. Mofo has so many different things you can do in your setup to mess with your weight adjustment, you know. Do you want a brass axle, brass knuckle? Do you want brass diff cover, you know? Brass
Right.
DSME, brass steering link, brass hubs, you know, what size brass hub? +0, +3, +6, you know.
Right. Yeah.
With a brass
Exactly.
inner ring, you know. You know, you can
Well, see,
play
and
with
that's what
that.
I was thinking about. You know, if I can find like just brass rings that'll fit around, like maybe my hobby soles. You know, so I'll have to jump on Amazon or something, you know, and see if they got just the brass rings that'll go around my 6-spoke.
Right.
And then maybe I can put those back on the BFGs and then throw them back on the Slayer because, well, the Slayer did awesome with those tires, wheels and tires on there. And that's the softer set of the BFG KO2s from DJ Crawlers. Don't ask me the number because I could not tell you off the top of my head. I'll grab the tire real quick.
These are 13 grams. I just went and weighed it.
So this was the first set, right? They were like more stiff of a compound. And that number is DJ1121, which this is the V2 of the same number. The compound of the tire is much softer.
So what tire?
So the DJ Crawler.
Okay.
KO2 replica. Come on, phone. Focus. There we go.
Okay. Oh, I don't have those.
So, and then this one was like a harder compound.
Okay.
With like this with X. Good way to add a little.
All right, I got to go check on the dog.
Yeah, no worries. Andy said, sorry, Jim, didn't make it out that way. Turn on all day. One of his bearings on the trailer didn't sound good. All day job. Got home, went to bed. Just got up. Still tired. I hear you there, Andy. Wheel bearings, even on a trailer, dude, can be a pain in the ass. Ozzy, did not, the link not work at the pin link not work or what for you or what? Sorry guys, I'm just trying to check back comments here. Alex, build Brian's made me want to build whole body off my Ford Ranger and start building a cage rock crawler. Nice, Alex. I can more than likely read comments for you on Tuesday, Ozzy, if you're still here. Shout out to 19 in the house. How was everybody's day? I got to find one of these at Dollar General. It is Matt and Debbie Hayes 88 Pro Street Thunderbird. And I've always been a Thunderbird fan. I thought they're sleek looking cars, especially the turbo coupe. This is the 88 T-Bird. I was also looking for the same set that Jim got. It's my first comment, James. Good evening, everyone. I had a hectic day. Some good friends of mine kept me up until 3:30 in the morning. Boss calls me at 7:30, wondering if I can come by helping him get his boat ready. Turned out all day, one of his bearings on the trailer didn't sound right. All day job getting got home, went to bed, just got up, still so tired. Well, you know, we were having a good time last night. Went to bed at 5, still got up at 11. Sammy, what's up, brother? As I was saying, I want to see if I can find the brass rings on Amazon or something for these hobby soles. Make them a little bit heavier, and then I can take like the heavier brass rims off with the Chirax, the big Chirax. So these ones are 58 by 20.5, believe it or not. I love the width of this tire. It's the same exact tire I have on my 1-to-1. Which, in turn, I'm probably going to end up getting a nice set of either UPWs or DDPs with a brass ring. And throw them on these little harder compound for the WK. Oh yeah, Joe.
I just had to go and, well, that old dog that I took on, Sadie.
Yep.
I heard her going around. I'm like, uh-oh, I better get up there. Well, I got her out there just a little short, just a little short in time.
Oh, just a little short?
She had a dribbling stream all the way.
Dribbling stream?
Yeah, there was like a puddle and a little drips, you know.
Yep.
She's like, come on. Like, I'm coming. So I had to clean the floor.
Do the super DDPs, James.
Yeah. I got super DDPs.
Will they work well with a 20.5? What's the width on a DDP? On a standard DDP?
Same width as a DDP or a UPW. The difference between UPW and a DDP is the DDP doesn't have a bolt-on ring. The UPW has a bolt-on ring. DDP and Super DDP, they're the same, except that the Super DDP is extremely offset to one side. Like, it's... let me grab it to see.
Okay, so... in your opinion, Jim, let me throw a little bit more light on this subject.
So that's a Super DDP. That's the offset on the inside.
Okay, so it's going to work well with a 20.5 wide tire.
What do you mean 20.5? Oh, width. Yeah,
the width.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Of course, it'll work with a 20.5.
Because I don't want the sidewalls to like look like they're bulging. I don't like that look per se. You know, I like it to be
that beachcomber look or whatever they call that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
The fuck are you? Oh, people in their itches.
So, okay, in your opinion, which set of rims do you think would go good with this rig?
I don't know what tire. I don't know what tire you're running, dude.
I'm gonna run the KO2, the hard compound one.
I don't know what that tire is. That's a tire I don't have, so I don't know what the width on it or what it looks like, how it's going to sit on a rim. These rims are 17.3 wide.
Okay. Well, here it is on the Hobby Soul, right?
Right, yeah, and I don't know anything about that rim. I really hesitate to
Well, you
offer
got
an
the Hobby
opinion
Soul
like that.
Ghost. Basically the same thing because you can deep dish them or
No, you can't deep dish the Ghost.
the Ghosts don't deep dish.
No, the Ghost is one set.
What's up, brother?
Nope. So yeah, I really, it's hard to say unless I have the exact same shit. You know, I don't know because you know they're all different. What's up, Andy?
That's why it's just an opinion, brother.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I know, right? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, and they all stink.
What comments, Andy? You're gonna make me scroll all the way back up and try and find your comments. I see how you are.
Here, I'll give you timestamps, Jim.
I already found them, I think.
9:55 to starting at 9:55 all the way to.
Oh Jesus Christ, Andy! I wouldn't even have answered that phone.
Jeff says the brass Hobby
Man,
Soul
I hope you have a
looks
better day
good on
tomorrow,
that.
Andy. When do you get your weekend, Andy? Well, he worked yesterday, and he just worked all day today.
Yep, helping the boss change a wheel bearing on the boat.
Yeah,
Dan, what's up,
didn't
brother?
even get paid for today, did you? That sucks. And you won't even get to go out on the boat because they're leaving, and you're going to babysit their dogs.
Yeah, right, right.
I hope you have a better day, man. What's up,
I hope tomorrow's a better day,
I hope
Andy.
you feel all right, man. After all that, I hope you're not too wore out. You needed some time off as it was, and here they run you ragged.
Yeah, he said he was still a little bit tired.
Well, I hope you feel better tomorrow, man. That dog's up and running again.
Okay. So yeah, final product though it's gonna end up having like a satin finish to it because I think that's gonna turn out nice with a 3D printed body. It will have a couple layers of primer. At least one of them will be a primer filler. Not sure if it's going to be the gray or if it's going to be the red. Because the first layer is going to honestly has to be the filler. So I just got to figure that part out yet. But it's going to be a satin black with maybe like a matte clear over the top of it. I don't want to do a gloss or semi-gloss. It might even get a satin clear. And then I'll have my metallic silver accents and shit like that. I might do a UPW on it. You mean the black ones, Jason? My 6 spokes? With this overtime, I could afford to buy the Fury Tech ESC for the UTB 18. This powder keg is collecting dust. Oh, you didn't have an ESC for it, huh? Yes. Yeah, I want to find the brass ring that goes to these on Amazon. Either that or find the black set of those honeycomb style, or not honeycomb, but like the circle. I forget the name of them already. He got them in the white though. I'll do them in the black. You remember the name of those hobby souls that Brian was showing? The white ones?
They don't have a name. They're just the white
They're
ones.
just the hobby soul.
They're the newest ones that I've seen. He showed them to me. I don't know. I've got them in my cart. I don't know. I can see if I can try and look it up. But I don't believe they have any kind of a name. The Hobby Soul doesn't name their damn anything. Well, they named that one, the ghost, but I don't think they've named anything
Yeah, they named
else.
the ghost.
Yeah, but I don't think they've named anything else. Hell, DJ Crawler don't even name their damn tires.
Right, yeah, they throw a damn number
12,
at 'em.
11, the 14, 13. Yeah.
Yeah, 1121.
Yeah. You know.
Check out the 1121s from DJ Crawler Gym. They're freaking amazing. I like them, especially in the new compound, because they're much.
Yeah,
much
see, I don't
more
know.
fun.
I don't know about that tread pattern. I can't really see it, so I don't know if I want anything to do with it. Yeah, that seems like a street tread to me.
It's an all-terrain.
Yeah.
That's what the BFG KO2 is.
Okay. I just don't know. I'll think about it. It just doesn't look like my kind of tire
that they use in Baja.
All right, but not in rock crawling.
No, then they go red label. Yeah, then they go red label. But I have seen people rock crawl with them.
I'll think about it. I've never even seen that tire before, and it just doesn't look like something that I would look at. But I'll think about it.
Plus I went with those.
Grip? How does it do?
Okay, well, when I first got them, I didn't like them because it was the harder compound, right?
Right.
And then I was like, okay, I seen them again, and it said it was a different compound. So I was like, all right, I'll give them a shot again. So I bought them, and now I freaking love them, dude. I could throw them on the Slayer. I threw him on the Slayer that one time, and he was like all over the place, dude. You know, he just walk up shit. You know.
Hey, what's up, Jason?
I don't know. Here.
Oh, Jason put up the link. Yeah, there's no name to it. Thanks for putting up the link, brother.
Negative offset, heavy 1.0, 44 gram. Yep. The brass bad boys. And I'll do them in black. Let me look at that Jason. Real quick. I gotta learn how to overlay shit. Yeah. Let me see him in black, baby. Gold writing. Yes. Yes. That's what's going on the Jeep. For shizzle. Yes. And Jason, thank you for sending me the link, brother. I got the thing on my computer here. My phone's linked to my computer, which is nice. Dirk! What's up, brother? There's a psycho in the house. I will definitely bookmark this page. Boop. Boop.
What's up, Northwest Muscle Cars? Hey, Dirk, what's up, man?
Muscle Cars, what's up, brother? How was the rest of the burnout competition? And he was in Montana, by the way, Jim. Sorry. I gave you the wrong...
I watched that car show. Yep. Yeah, I went and checked it out.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, I gave you the wrong info on that.
Oh, I found it.
For the couple trucks that I seen there, which pickup took the win on it, and then it was the cars afterwards, wasn't it?
Oh, dude, I don't remember. I mainly just watched that, the car show part of it. I wasn't watching any burnout competition.
The burnout one he did was Saturday during my live.
Yeah, I didn't catch that. I caught the car show part. Yeah, I didn't even realize. I don't know. I didn't go and look.
If anybody's interested in watching any of that, I'm sure there's a few people that
Andy
like
ordered up the new
ones.
6x6. Hell yeah, Andy. Let's go,
Nice,
man.
Andy. He's got himself a nice ZL1
Good job, Alex.
Camaro.
He thinks he got 5 people interested in ordering parts from Mofo.
Hell yeah, dude. That's badass.
Blue one, S10. Or I don't know.
The S10 one,
Why
huh?
do they have to place that goddamned heart in the fucking way? You know?
Yep, 44 grams a piece, Jason. Yep, Mr. Earl.
What's 44 grams?
Those Hobby Souls.
Oh, the white rims?
Yeah, or black, whatever color you want to get. Yep, 44 grams. And I could lighten up the brass with the aluminum ring and then take the brass ring from those ones and put them on my 6 spokes and add a little weight to that.
Maybe.
Being aluminum rims.
All depends on the sizing.
Right. Yeah. This is very true too.
Like I have almost.
They're both have the ability for negative offset. So.
Yeah, but if they're one's wider than the other, or one's the diameter's different. I have the only rims I have that I can interchange the brass rings with are my Mofo ones. All the other rims I have, they will not work with each other or any other.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, gotcha. I mean, I haven't run across. They're all like that. They all. Oh well, this one's 0.2 different than that one. 0.2 millimeter and shit. You know, so it's like,
sure,
or it's 3 millimeters wider, or it's 2 millimeters narrower. Like you can't put a treel near anything. It's so narrow. Those treel inner rings are like half the width of a 1-up inner ring.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that, Northwest Muscle Cars.
Thanks, Will. Thanks.
That link that I just dropped, guys, the My ZL1 one, or My ZL, is Northwest Muscle Cars. Go ahead and check them out, guys. If you like the classic one-to-ones and stuff like that.
That link.
Like I say, he just did a live of the car show, and then he did the live with the guy, everybody doing the burnouts. Nathan, what's up, brother?
What's up, Nathan?
I might buy them for the Red Cat 18 in white. Hell yeah, Earl. Hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's got the black with the flame job for the body on that.
Dan subbed up Northwest. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you, Dan.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, because I want to lighten up the Slayer a little bit, so I want to try and find a nice aluminum set with that, a brass ring is compatible. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's tough. I know.
So it might end up being a Mofo rim. You know what I mean?
Well, you never know.
On the Slayer. Very well could possibly be in the future. The Silver Beast will have some Mofo rims on it. But no, the Jeep is definitely getting them hobby builds for sure. Them 8-hole or 9-hole, whatever it is, 10-hole.
Right.
Because the WJs would throw those style rims on, the Steelies in that style. The WJs and the Cherokees and stuff like that, they would throw them style rims on.
Not once have I ever paid attention to what the rim on a stock vehicle look like?
Well, these were
I
stock
have no
vehicles.
idea.
They were modified.
Well, I'm talking. I don't pay attention to rims on actual cars. I don't look at cars. Cars are just something I get in and go places in. I could give two shits what they look like or anything else.
I'm a car guy. I'm a gearhead. I can't help it. I look at
if I
all.
had a fucking real car, but you know, any modern car, I don't pay any attention to. You know, a truck's a truck's a truck, a Jeep's a Jeep's a Jeep. As you know, as far as the rims go, I mean, you know, they all look they don't. I don't care. I mean, now if I was interested in building a real vehicle that I liked, okay, then I'm going to look for a rim that I like. But as far as a stock rim, I would never remember what a stock rim ever looked like. I don't know. I just don't pay attention.
They always had the star pattern.
And there's very few vehicles that I pay any attention to. If it's not something from the 60s, early 70s, or
remember for 4 months, thank you, Nathan.
Or a dent side Ford, I probably don't know much what it looks like except a Toyota pickup.
I feel you, Jim. I feel you.
Like any other vehicle, I don't even know what it looks like, probably.
I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and I just grew up around, people that like cars. My dad loves muscle cars.
But I like cars too, but I like certain ones. I mean, to me, cars lost their soul shortly after the beginning of the 80s.
Yeah. I don't know. There's just something about the WK Jeep that just gets me. I didn't
never know anybody that had Jeeps or drove Jeeps. I never knew anybody that had or drove Jeeps. I was never around Jeeps, so never paid attention to Jeeps.
I love my 1-to-1, man.
Other than a Willie style, a CJ7, those are cool, but
right.
I don't know. After they got into the SUV,
don't get me wrong, I love those style ones too. Yep, the CJ7 Willie style. Yep.
After they got into the Cherokee and all that, they all look the same to me. You sit here and tell me those two are different. Okay. To me, a Cherokee and a Grand Cherokee look exactly the same.
But they're not.
Okay.
One's more boxy than the other.
Okay. In my mind, it's the same vehicle. I don't see any difference. I mean, you could probably put them next to each other, and I'd see a difference, obviously. But I just
you would see a difference for sure.
I couldn't tell you the difference. And aren't there like 42 other names for Jeeps other than just Cherokee and Grand Cherokee? Don't they have like a bunch of other different things they call them? And they're all the same, but they're different names. I don't know.
Nowadays?
Well, always. I mean, like since the 80s, really. Since they came up with the Cherokee, haven't they had like different names for the Cherokee?
Oh yeah. For the Grand Cherokees, they always had like a WJ or YJ or the regular Cherokee is the YJ, I believe, or the Wrangler was the YJ. Sorry, the Wrangler YJ. I'm just throwing another Jeep name out at you, and you're just looking at me like, what?
Well, that's the thing. Okay, they had the CJ7 or whatever the fuck. They called it a Wrangler and a this and a that and 12 other things. That's all the same thing to me. I don't care. I can't tell the difference. What's the difference? Well, the headlights or the taillights or the bumper or this. Looks the same. It's the same shape.
Right.
That's like a Porsche. The 911. They started giving them different numbers. It's like the same car. I can't tell the difference.
I thought the Wrangler was the XJ. That very well could be, Beard. I might have things a little bit. I know.
When it gets that confusing, I tune out.
Almost a month.
The only reason I know the difference on Harleys, and I don't even know all those different X, Y, Z, J, F, T, D, R, Q fucking on Harleys. All I know is there's a Softail and the Dyna and the Sporty and then the cruising chassis. I know them by chassis, but I can't give you all the letter, all that. XDHF. I could never keep up with that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the difference between them. I mean, more power to you guys that are into it and know the difference. I mean, it's cool, but I just, man, I can't keep up with it. I'm too simple.
The Cherokee was the XJ, and then the Grand Cherokee had all the W, and then like WJ.
You think the Wrangler would be the? You think a Wrangler would be the WJ then, right?
Which was
Wrangler Jeep WJ. Why did he start with a Model T and then he went to a Model A? Well, I don't understand car manufacturers, man. We start with a Model A and then move our way down.
Stop by, y'all. Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, I mean Ford fucking.
He started it. It's all his fault.
He did. Yep.
Let's start with a Model T. What?
Wait, that's
in the middle of the alphabet. Huh?
Still on, see you then. Yeah, no worries, Nathan. We'll still be on for a little while, yeah. CJ5s were tiny, had narrow doors. CJ7s had wider doors. Both had the triangle cage. YJs, TJs, JKs, all Wranglers. Okay. YJs had the square lights, and early models had the triangle cage. Late Wranglers.
What the hell's a triangle cage?
Or the square cage and round lights. The YJ is the first generation of the Jeep Wrangler four-wheel drive small off-road vehicle, rebadging and succeeding Jeep's CJ series, which was produced from 44 to 86. Thank you, Brian and Beard. The first Wrangler was launched in 86 and ran through 95. Yeah, and then the Rubicons and shit came out. By the way, Stone James time again.
I'm with you. Well, there we go, people. Now we know more about Jeeps. I'm sure I'll forget.
And I'm sure one of these two will bring it up for the Cherokees too. CJ civilian Jeep, YJ yuppie Jeep. Jason Earl. Yes, they still make the Wranglers today. Yes, it's the Wrangler Rubicon now. Super one-handed. Super one-handed time again. Took me a minute to read that.
Well, for a second, all my brain wanted to see was shit. Oh.
Right, exactly. That's where my mind went too.
Shoulda. Oh, wait, the I's before the H, so it's okay. Oh, all right. That's good. Because I read comments. I don't read who sent them usually. I'm just seeing the comment. And then if it's something to stop on, then I'll go ahead and read who said it.
Yeah, sure thing, Danny. Just scroll back up and hit the link, brother. Give me an old school muscle car anyway. Right, Miss Donna? My old man's got a 70 Mach 1 Mustang. I found this at Dollar General today. The 1988 Pro Street Thunderbird from Matt and Debbie Hayes. If you were into drag racing back then.
You mean that one?
Okay, sure. There you
The
go.
same one.
We
It's the same one,
How
just
do we
different
do
colors.
this, Jim? How do we do this? That's
I
like
think I've
4
got that
cars
white
we
one.
have in different colors, dude.
Yeah, I know. I think I've got the white one over there somewhere too, though. Or I've seen it and I didn't buy it because I knew I had this one. I can't remember which it is.
Good evening,
Both
brother.
of those happened. What up, Gerwitz?
No, with the Rubicons, they dropped the
What the hell's a
Wrangler
TJ?
name, and it's just called the Jeep Rubicon. Okay.
What's a TJ?
Koshner says X had a TJ, and my buddy has the extended back TJ. Not sure the letters. That's why I have Jeep knowledge. Oh, first girlfriend in high school also had a YJ.
Oh, okay. They dropped the Wrangler when they started the Rubicon.
See, I first drove a what was it? Like a 95 Grand Cherokee, the WJ. And that one had the all-wheel drive or 4-low as well. You know, and it had it was all-time 4-wheel drive, part-time 4-wheel drive, or 4 and then 4-low.
Mm. Yeah,
I fell in love with that. And then, well, they came out with the fucking quadra drive fucking thing. Blah. Don't even get started on that.
I had a 92 YJ. And it was manual.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
It was a bit of fun, but man, with no ass behind, with no bed
Dirk,
behind you, I mean, it's real easy to stand it up.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
And I stood it up more than once, and it was like, you know, luckily I had a clutch, so I was able to dump the clutch and drop the front. But you know, you start going up, and I knew where it was going. If I hadn't had a manual, I'd have ended up on my roof.
Yeah. You got to be able to, you know, have. Well, if you're driving an automatic anyway, you got to have like at least that one hand right there on that fucking throttle control just to be able to bump it back up into neutral real quick. And yeah, you're 2-footing. You're controlling your throttle with your brake at the same time as well.
Yeah, but in the situations I was in, if I'd have hit my brake, I'd have gone over too.
This is very true as well. Yep.
That was the only thing that saved me was a clutch.
Jeremy T, what's up, brother? Modified.
What's up, Modified? I mean,
how's it going, guys?
I don't necessarily have anything against Jeeps or anything. I hate trying to memorize 42 different names for the same thing in my mind.
I hear you, Jim. I really do. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous the way Chrysler went about all that, but.
Oh, I'm the same way. Like with Fords, you guys get talking about all the Fords, everything after like 79. I don't know. I don't even really know anything about the 70s ones. I like the style of the dent side. You know.
Right. And then there was the bullnose, and then there was the OBS, and then.
Well, see, I don't know anything about all that. And to me, it's never mattered about, oh, well, this one came with that motor and that and this and that. You know what? I'll get the block I can get, and I'll build the motor I can build. And that's about that, because I'm probably not, you know, maybe I'll keep what's stock in there or not. You know, I mean, I've never been that guy that was going to be like, yeah, I'm going to have a fully original anything.
Northwest has got a souped up 7.3 Super Duty.
Cool.
What did you say, Northwest? Like a stage two kit on it? I can't remember what he said. I know it's souped up though.
6-speed all the way.
Nitro, what's up, brother?
What's up, Nitro Freak?
We're talking cars. Well, Jeep specifically, and all the stupid names that they had for everybody.
Well, it just gets confusing if you're not into that specific vehicle, I guess.
Right, right, for sure, for sure.
I mean, if you're gonna
Yep.
pay attention. What about the Camaro?
I'll have to privately message EX Lewis and ask him what would be a good cleaning agent for, besides soap and water, obviously, to clean this 3D printed body. I can't remember what.
Wasn't Eric here? He was here.
He was here earlier. I haven't seen him for a minute.
Huh.
Ford's, I think, went bump side, dent side, bull nose, brick nose, and arrow nose. Arrow
Yep.
nose. Is
Yeah, I
that
remember,
like the 90s? The 90s body style?
Probably, yeah.
6-speed all the way is the Camaro.
Oh,
I had a SVT clone Ford Contour with the 5-speed manual. It had all of the suspension parts from the SVT Contour, the motor from the SVT Contour. The only thing that was missing was the aero package, the body package.
early 90s, he said, was the Hero Nose.
Okay, which to me, growing up, was the OBS, old body style. Or do I have that wrong?
I didn't pay any attention to Fords in the
Grew up with
90s.
Ford, Chevy, Dodge. So
Well, when I was a kid,
my old man's
we
a
had
Ford guy. Like I said, he's got a 1970 Mach 1 Mustang in the garage, an 88 Fox body GT convertible, and then whatever Ford Ranger pickup. So
yeah, and we had a dent side, a couple different dent sides in the 70s. So, I just kind of grew up loving that truck. And my
Mom
brother
drove
had a
Chevy.
69 Camaro, and so I've always liked the 69 Camaro.
Oh yeah, loved Just. What's going on, man? Yeah, love the Camaros, dude. Especially the year that Nitro Freak has, because that's Bumblebee to me.
I don't
Growing
know
up,
what he has. See,
he has
Bumblebee to me is
Bumblebee.
that little Volkswagen Buggy was in the cartoon when they came out.
Right. For you growing up, yes. But for me growing up, he was already the Camaro, which is probably when you stopped watching TV, or at least that
Well,
cartoon or
technically in
something.
the movie, he was a bug, and then he
At the
transformed
end, he
into the
changed
Camaro.
into the Camaro. Yep, the split bumper. I don't believe Nitro's is a split bumper though. Is it Nitro? I've never actually seen the full front end. I haven't gone back in his videos that far.
I think split bumper was 70.
Was it the 70s?
70.
1970?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was a split bumper. Wasn't a 70.
Yeah, it had
70.
that big mouth right there in the middle of its face.
Yeah. The new movie, he's a bug.
Yes, they play off of that, and then like the actual
What's up,
Bumblebee movie, he starts out as a Jeep Willys, believe it or not, when he was recruited by the U.S. military. There's Nitro. Nitro, what year is your Camaro, brother? It's got a 383 stroker in it. I remember that much. Kragers.
There you go. The only room for a hot rod.
At least I think they're Kragers from the side view shot that I've seen.
Krager SS. The only cool rims.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. That was one of my favorite muscle car rims, especially on the Camaros. My uncle Scott had an '80s body style Camaro, and jacked up at the ass end a little bit, with the bigger tire, but he had the Krager rims on it.
Yeah.
Wrecked it around a telephone pole, and then he rebuilt the sumbitch.
Damn. That was expensive.
Just got done with my live, hopping over to listen in. Hell yeah, Nitro. What year is your Camaro, brother? I can't remember off the top of my head. Just shooting the shit, kicking the breeze. Nathan, got your coffee? I picked myself up some Monster Java Irish cream. Chris Gerwitz says he misses his 72 CUDA. Ooh, that's a beautiful ride.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, my old man's got the 70 Mach 1, man. I love that car. Outpost, what's up, Caleb? Did Shadow have a good time out at MIS today?
No, he's all pissed off.
I've seen some pictures. Looked like he was having a good time.
Well, they canceled the race.
Really?
Yeah.
What, weather?
Yeah, it rained all day. On and off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was raining all day on and off. Okay, see, for people that live around here, we know. See, Roger Penske owned MIS for years and years and years and years and years.
Sure.
And it never, ever rained on race weekend. Ever. Ever. So much so that people in this area would actually schedule weddings around race weekend. Because you knew it wasn't going to rain around these parts.
It wasn't going to rain around that time.
It was said that he had to deal with the devil. Now, believe what you will about that, but note this: when Roger Penske sold MIS, the rain on no rain on the weekends of the race went out the window after Roger sold it. So I guess the deal didn't go with the track.
I guess not.
Now we regularly have rain out here.
Muscle Car said he has the 2012 Z01 Camaro, one of 216 in ash and gray. Beautiful. Beautiful. Do you have that one tuned up too? It's got like the I can't remember how many liters it is. What is it? 5.3 liters.
59 Willys Jeep panel. Damn, that would be cool, Jeff.
Ooh, yeah, the 59 Willys panel Jeep.
He said it was a fun ride and project. No problem, Jess.
Hot Rod, what's up, brother?
Everybody's got them, local legend kind of things.
Sure, yeah.
What's up, Hot Rod? That was the way it was around here. I mean, everybody race weekend, we would just plan for, it's gonna be nice. You could have family reunions or weddings, or you could always plan for it being nice. Been that way forever.
Sure. 27 in the building. Thank you guys for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it.
And people would joke, "Oh, he's got a deal with the devil." Well, when he sold it, it started raining on race weekend. So believe what you will.
I pretty much stopped watching racing after Dale Earnhardt died, and they started changing all the shit about the cars and everything.
I used to, my aunt owned a party store about 12 miles the other side of the track, but it's the first town you come to after leaving the track if you're headed east. And
Sure.
so it was this little party store on the edge of town, and like the racers would stop, the actual racers like Bobby Labonte and Bill Elliott. And all, I met them guys because back then they would pull in with their rig in their car in the back, and
Sure.
it wasn't like now when they fly out in their private jet or they cruise out in their private $1 billion RV, and the crew leaves with the rig and the cars and all that. No, back then they traveled with it all. So that's when it was kind of cool. After that, I don't know. They got rid of the stock car bodies, and it really wasn't stock car racing anymore to me. So
Right. Yeah.
I kind of gave up on it after that. Really, I don't even know how they
Nathan said
claim
that
NASCAR as their name.
was the first model. Canned the day after. I think that's a misspell. And the day after I finished building it, we were watching the race. Tragic. Yeah, Nathan?
That sucks, dude.
Have a good night. Great show. See you on the flip side. Thanks, Northwest.
Catch you later, man.
Have a good night, brother. LOL model car. Yep. Yeah, we got you, Nathan. Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Oh, okay.
You got anything new to show us today, Jim?
They don't deliver mail on Sunday here. But does that ring any bells there, Nathan?
Oh, there you go. Nice. I bet you that's going to be a collector's item. Oh, everything is still in bags and all that? Nice.
Corey McKenzie gave me this, I believe. Pretty sure it was him.
Haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, he's around. He's been doing videos and doing them with his buddy that came out here that one time.
So I'm going to have to go back through my stuff and see if I can find him again, because YouTube is doing their stupid thing where they're unsubbing people. And
yeah, this is the same one he had, he said. That's crazy. I haven't seen that in forever. Well, cool.
That's awesome. Andy Ritchie said Roger Penske used to be our sponsor back in the day in the 70s. I was in the Camaro Club of Michigan. Oh, nice, Andy. Later, Modified. Thanks for stopping by, brother.
There you go, Andy.
Nathan said, my dad helped me with all the engine parts and painting. Hell yeah, man. Memory lane. Thanks, Jim.
No problem, Nathan. Glad I have it.
Here, let me slow you up, Jim. Hell yeah.
Snoopy and the Red Baron.
Boom.
There you go, Andy.
Flex machine.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. $20 in the house. Shout out to you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a nice beastie. Oh, I guess I got stuff to show. I don't know if probably everybody's pretty much seen it. But like I've actually accumulated enough stuff to actually have a scale garage collection of parts for when I get my scale garage going here. So.
Oh, nice, nice. Did you see my little short that I threw up today?
No, I did not.
Yeah, you'll have to check that out.
Okay. What is it? Scale. Oh wait, yeah, your tire rack. Yeah, I did see that. Okay.
Yeah, the tire rack one. Yep.
Yeah, I did see that. Sorry, man. Like
I said, it's been about a month for me, so I'm a little high.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Me too. Yeah.
But my arm feels better. Let me tell you that much.
Good. Yeah, that makes sense, huh?
It might sound weird to some people, but believe it or not, it does help with pain.
Got this damn toolbox in the drawer stuck in it.
Ugh. Andy says, yeah, I miss those days. Loved my Camaro 73 split bumper. Hell yeah, Andy.
73?
Love the split bumper. Like I was saying earlier, my Uncle Scott had the 80s Camaro, with the sunken in headlights. It was the RS body style.
Right.
But like I said, he threw the wide Craigers on the rear and whatnot, and same on like stock width or whatever on the front. Yep, I got something like that. It's not 3D printed, but I found them on Amazon. Yeah, all of your drawers open. That's the nice thing about being 3D printed.
I got from Jack.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah. Thanks, Miss Donna.
Ice machine.
Nick goes, nice. Any tools in it?
Not yet. No.
The jack stands.
From Mofo.
Heck yeah, dude.
Actually, from Mike on the Mofo site.
Yep. From Mike on the Mofo site. And don't forget, guys, use promo code Sliding Sideways. All lowercase, all one word. 5% off.
So I got a few things.
I found when I found all the scale garage stuff on Amazon, some of it came with all the little tool plates, you know, that shows like, you know, the tools that are there, you know, or whatever.
Right.
So I got them sitting in drawers, you know, with the drawer like half open or whatever. I'll have to do it like another like a minute long short again, you know, like what's all in garages and stuff like that. Because I've made my own mezzanines and all that stuff like that, you know, with, and then believe it or not, dollhouse stuff for the railings.
Well, I'm here. I'm just trying to grab something.
Thanks, Nate. Just got your comment in YouTube studio.
Yeah, I've
Appreciate it,
also
brother.
got this. It's a model kit.
Oh, the lift, the 2-post lift, yeah.
It actually comes with the dude and some tools and all that. So that I have, and then I also have this.
Move
Hang on a second.
Got a job, pretty big job. Talk it, yell later. Yeah, no worries, Dan. Ooh, we got a guest.
See you later, man.
Alex!
What's up, man?
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, Alex?
Nothing much. Same shit, different day. Just trying to enjoy it before going back to work.
Yeah. Yep, the air compressor, or the, which one was that again, Jim?
It's got the torches and a dude and a bunch of tools and some toolboxes, and it's actually got a little toy car.
Oh,
put on
neat.
the shelf.
Heck yeah, dude.
Like if you look
Make
in the
it look like you
background
got a
here
remote
on the
control car in
shelf,
the shop
you'll
then.
see. Yeah, you'll see in the background there on that shelf, right there.
Yeah, that's neat. Hell yeah, dude. That's AMT models, isn't it?
Yeah, both of these. This is AMT Get On Up is what this model's called, and then this one's called Weekend
for the
Wrenching.
2-post.
Yeah, and then this is Weekend Wrenching.
Weekend Wrenching. Nice.
And then there's, I think, one or two more actually that I've seen. There's probably more than that, but that's what I've seen so far.
I got the die-cast 4-post lift, like you would see on like an alignment rack type.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then it comes with the center sliders and whatnot.
Okay.
I found that on Amazon.
Yeah, Jim, where are you finding all that stuff to build those little scale garages?
Those two models I found one at Hobby Lobby, and I got one off I don't know, probably
Hobby Lobby
Amazon.
something up in Beaver Dam? Or Hobby? Yep.
This stuff,
Hobby Lobby?
like these I got from the Mofo site. Mike is selling these on the Mofo site. 10 for, what is it? 10 for $8.99 maybe?
Or was it Harbor Freight?
Nope, Harbor Freight or deal.
Somebody gave me this. It's just a scale barrel, you know.
Yep, scale barrels, yep.
They come in.
I get that with some of the accessory kits that I find on Amazon.
Right.
Yeah, like the scale barrels. Yeah, I've seen those on Amazon, but like people who have the little jacks, the little lifts, and all that, I can never find stuff like that.
Oh no, those are 30 seconds.
Yeah, check out your local Hobby Lobby, bud.
A-Main has 30-second scale fucking rollout jacks, and they're fucking all metal and shit. They're badass, but they're for the fucking Orlando Hunter.
Oh, the Orlando Hunter. Okay.
They even got a metal fucking axe, dude, like a little metal axe.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean they've got all kinds of goofy shit for those little cars, but yeah, I don't know. You kind of just got to look around. Different. I run across people like on Facebook. You know, like different groups, then you could talk to people, and then they're like, "Oh, this guy's got them." And I haven't really got that deep into looking for them yet because I'm not ready to do it, and I don't have the money to put into them.
Right.
The big answer when I do go looking for stuff, though, I'm gonna talk to Corey, because Corey McKenzie, if I had to put a number on how many scale items that man has,
It's a lot.
3,500 plus. I mean, literally, he has dogs and sleeping dogs and cats and women bent over and all fucking, pop bottles and beer bottles and fucking every kind of machine. And
Eric's RC, what's up?
if you name a scale item, he's probably got it. I mean, he's got bicycles and motorcycles and go-karts and a lot of that shit too. I find in models, like there's model kits that have like mini bikes and go-karts and
right
engines,
yep.
extra engines, engine stands. Every once in a while you'll run across the kit and it's got an engine stand with it, and just all kind. You just got to keep your eyes open and keep looking. The best advice I can give. I really don't have a good, hey, this is the place answer. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So it's all good. It's always good to ask everybody,
Oh yeah, now there are
sale at Hobby Lobby.
There's
Every
probably
other
some
weekend,
good
right,
places
Jim?
I'm not thinking of offhand, and I know there's some people that do know some good places to get some stuff, but I know them, so I'll get back to them when I'm ready. So I haven't really paid attention. I could.
So Hobby Lobby does their sale, what, every other weekend?
Every other week. Yeah.
Every other week.
Tomorrow, I can't remember which week it is.
Use that for second in the February.
I almost think it's I think this is the week with the 40% off on models this week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know you had said something about you had got a couple of them for like 40% off like a week or two ago.
Yeah, like I do this a lot, dude. I've got
oh yeah,
it's all the way down there. There's probably like 80 models up there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I go up there, well, shit. You can get a model for under $20, like $20 or less. Every model you're gonna find up there.
Damn.
So it's like, oh, you get this really scale body with all this cool shit for $20. You can't beat that for your 24s.
Yeah,
right.
I need to deep dive myself more into thinking about the 24 scale stuff. But like even tonight with Koshner's build, man, that makes me want to go to my buddy's house, grab my Ford Ranger, rip the body off of it, and start building a tube cage to make a friggin' badass rock crawler. Every time I see anybody do anything phenomenal with these 24s, I start having a want to deal with my one-to-ones even more.
See, we do it with our 24s because we can't do it with one-to-ones.
Right, exactly. Wow. I mean, I did it with my 10 scales, as you can tell.
Yeah.
It's a New Bright hard body RC. New Bright RC hard body, the 2nd gen Raptor. And then I found, like the mountain decals on Amazon and stuff like that, and all the sponsor stickers. I found all of them on Amazon.
Yeah.
And then I got, of course, family crawlers and did I put Dirk on this one? I don't believe I put Dirk on this one, but he's going to get put on here sooner or later.
I mean, for a little while, even while watching Brian's premiere, those rims look so nice. I started messing with my 1-ton rims because I'm trying to refinish those to make them look.
You know what rims I'm talking about. When I say that people put them on the WJs and their Grand and Cherokees and shit like that, right? The Steelies.
I know a little bit about some of them. It depends on what year. If you're talking about the ones that look like they were on the police cars in the mid 2000s,
No, not that type. The deep dish like that. You
yeah.
know, the old school Steelies.
Shoot, I'm trying to think because I
You
was
talking
more
like
of
the
a person.
Steelies from
like
RC
that.
4-wheel drive?
Yeah, but those are the diamond Steelies. The 10-spoke or whatever, 8-spoke or whatever it is.
Okay. Yeah, they're 8-spoke.
Which is what my old man ran on his Bronco.
Okay.
I got
Yeah.
a black set.
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck on stupid when it comes to steely wheels. I like the old school wagon wheels. I'm trying to find any old school wagon wheels, 6-lug or 8-lug that I can find.
It's a 9-spoke.
Yeah, the 9-spoke Steelies. It's like what my old man ran on his Bronco, 86 Bronco.
Oh, that looks almost exactly like the old school wagon wheels.
Sure. Whatever you want to call them.
Well, that's a 9-spoke. The wagon wheel is an 8-spoke. That's
Oh,
Right.
okay.
then what he's got there is an Endura stamp Steely, and if you get an RC 4-wheel drive one, it's an 8-spoke.
Yeah. But, I got them because that's what my old man ran on the Bronco. You know what I mean? The 8-spoke Steelies, in white with the red and blue stripe going around the outside of the rim.
Yeah.
Brian
Yeah, I
goes,
do
"They're all
know
Steelies."
those. Down in Louisiana, where I'm from, we classified them as old school wagon wheels.
Yep, they had the Steelies with the holes back in the day too. Yep, exactly what I was talking about.
That's
They
the
put 'em on the
8-spoke.
Cherokees
There's the
and stuff
9-spoke.
like that, like the rock crawlers and stuff as well.
Yeah.
They make their own beadlocks out of them, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? Because they're steel rims. They just ting, ting, ting if they needed to, put it back.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, there. Jim's got both versions right there. Boom
Yeah,
skis.
that's an 8-spoke and a 9-spoke.
Yep.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, never really paid that close of attention to a slight difference. Everything that looked like that down south was classified as wagon wheels.
I never paid no attention to rims either.
Nowadays, most of your aluminum rims that, for rock crawlers, they're beadlocks. So, you really don't have to worry about that lip fucking splitting because you got that steel ring on the outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the only difference back then was if you found a 15 or 16-inch wagon wheel, it was an 8-spoke. But if you found a 16.5-inch wagon wheel, it was a 9-spoke, I believe.
Well, there you go. That's probably the difference there, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the difference. Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember
Cool.
exactly how many spoke my old man's was on the Bronco, but I just remember that they were white, kind of like the deep dish, and it had the red and blue ring around the outside edge of the rim there.
Yeah, the red and blue pinstripe. Yeah.
Yep, the red and blue pinstripe. Yep.
Brian said they had Steelies with holes too back in the day.
Yep, and those are the ones I'm talking
They're all
about.
Steelies versus aluminum. Back when we ran 15-inch rims, he says.
As far as the ones with the holes, the only things that stick out in my mind are the ones that had the 6 holes because they were known as the 6-shooters.
No, these are like the 8 or 9 hole all the way around, kind of like the old stock car rim. Remember the old NASCAR rims that looked like that? They had the 8 or 9 or 12 hole rim.
Yeah,
Well,
a little bit.
rock crawlers would use them as well. Then they make their own beadlocks out of them.
Yeah.
I mean, people did it with the wagon wheel too, but
Yeah.
specific. I'm specifically talking about. I guess you would call it the honeycomb style rim or whatever. You know, I don't know. A 10 shooter.
Yeah, I mean, I have a very limited knowledge rim wise because I was stuck on stupid with just specific rims.
Accents are a thing to me on vehicles, man. You know what I mean? Like, we have an all silver Jeep. I want to put satin black accents on it. So when the truck dies and I go to rebuild the whole thing, I'm doing it that way. It's getting its satin black accents and a nice set of like satin black rims, probably from Raceline.
Yeah.
Haven't had too many vehicles that were much more in transportation that I got attached to start dressing up.
I love all my vehicles, bro. Love all my vehicles. I'm just a gearhead, man. I love all my vehicles.
I don't know. Most of my vehicles have been transportation, point A to point B.
Well, yeah, they are that too. Don't get me wrong. Even after I rebuild the Jeep and do it up the way I want it, it's still gonna get beat up. It's gonna have fun on the trails.
Yeah. All I know is the way we are with rock crawlers in the South. If you don't have body damage, you ain't having fun.
Right. Right, exactly. If you ain't fucking rubbing rails and freaking putting dings in doors and popping fucking taillights, dude, you're not having fun. And you can do that out on a freaking trail overlanding.
Yeah.
That's me right there. That and playing in the mud.
I mean, hell, my rock crawler I had, which was an 83 K5 Blazer, I saved that thing from a freaking swamp. Whenever I bought it, it was sitting in a 2-foot swamp.
Damn.
Freaking built it and enjoyed the hell out of it for years.
For sure. K5 Blazers were nice back then too. I like the square body K5s. Hence the reason why I got one from FMS.
Yeah. I just wish I could have got the very first gen Blazer or the first 3 years of the second gen, because that was the only ones with the full removable tops.
Oh yeah, the full convertible top. Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm kind of stuck on stupid with that. That's why I'm trying to convince a guy up the road to sell me his freaking Plymouth Trail Duster.
American Racing Rims. Yes, Brian. Boom. Thank you. 15-inch. Yep. Brian had the 5-star. Where were we here? The aluminum 5-star deep dish on his 94 Pathfinder.
Dealership built Brodozers are horrible in Texas. Wow. I wouldn't even no.
I would
Can't imagine
honestly
I'd buy something
believe
from a
it because I can guarantee they don't do anything like what freaking Sparks Motors does.
Well, no. I don't think they legally can, right? Didn't he end up with $1 million fine or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he got a big EPA case for doing all that to them trucks, altering those diesels, and yeah, like $1 million fine or something from the EPA.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that got hit with that. JH Diesels and all of them freaking got hit with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to get to a point, even my buddies with diesels are scared to even take the freaking DPF system out of their freaking trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the DEF systems.
I mean, I hear about people deleting them, but I mean, I guess it depends on what state you're in, really. I mean, here in Wisconsin, I mean, you can't run red diesel on the street because that's agricultural.
Well, I'm also out here in Colorado where it's a very liberal state.
There you go.
Well, wait a minute. What do you mean liberal? Liberals are the ones that are all against diesels and.
Yeah, this state's trying to get it to where you can't even freaking touch any vehicle ever again.
Okay.
Oh, you mean like California?
Oh yeah, exactly.
The West
they're
is
trying to
going.
be
The whole
California
West.
number
Hey,
two.
what's up, Aaron? I didn't wake you up, did I, baby?
You're back, Aaron? Cool, man.
I'll just stick with my gassers, thank you.
Yeah, I do have a need for a diesel, but at the same time, I think I can just build my gassers to do the same things that diesels do.
And see, when I build the Hemi, I'm just going to do like a mild build to the motor. It's a 5.7 Hemi, you know what I mean? They're already like 275, 300 horse out of the factory stock, right?
Yeah.
I don't need to go any more than 450 on that sumbitch. I'll be fucking bending tie rods, dude. It's independent front suspension, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
and all-wheel drive.
Yeah, and that's the one reason why I'm glad I had a freaking Dodge Power Wagon, because it was still straight front axle.
So how they got the Trailhawk to be able to handle 700 horse, I'm gonna have to look into that. Or the Trackhawk, sorry, not the Trailhawk, the Trackhawk.
Yeah.
Think about the transmission and your drive axles, your axle shafts themselves.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's all going to get upgraded.
No, I'm talking about this trail, whatever the fuck it is that they've run 700 horse. Think about what they've got to be running in there. Okay, well, think about that transmission, those axle shafts, and
Yep.
Crazy.
It's a Bill 5.7 Hemi. Or no, is it the 6.2 Hemi?
I want to say it's 6.2 still.
It's the 6.2. I think it's the D-powered Demon motor.
Doesn't really matter where the power comes from. It's 700 horse.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about the drive line itself and what it has to endure every time you stomp on the gas.
Oh yeah, the drive lines are.
They got to upgrade it. They ain't the same stuff that was in the one that's a normal.
Yeah, no. The Trackhawks are built. They're built for that type of power. You know what I mean? Whatever they put in there, from the transmission all the way through. It's built to handle that power. Yeah. That's why they built the Trailhawk or the Trackhawk. It's so you could take it. It's so you could daily it, and then go to the drag strip on Sunday.
Yeah. When you start building your motor, I have a buddy out here, goes by the name of Junkyard Dave on YouTube and all his social media stuff. Reach out to him. He freaking knows a lot with them Hemis. He knows a lot with the transmissions, a lot with the drive lines, because right now he's still in the process. He took a Charger, cut up a Magnum, and he's building what Dodge didn't want to build, which is a wagon Charger.
Oh, okay. I don't know why they stopped making the Magnum. That was a good car. Everybody liked that.
Yeah, it was a good looking car.
It's a coffin on wheels.
What's wrong with that?
It was a station wagon that was a muscle car at the same time.
It was a throwback to the Nomad.
I think the thing that
caused that why they did
not want to put a good front end.
Just look at it. Just look at it. and tell me that's not a throwback to the Nomad. You know,
Good point.
that was
Good point.
that was paying homage to the Nomad, and it totally worked. You know.
Yeah, to an extent. I
mean,
mean,
that was a bad
they would
motherfucker.
have probably gotten some better views on it
Do
if they
it,
would have
Ryan.
actually
Supercharge
put the
the
better
FJ.
front end on it, though.
Well, I mean, that was
Ryan.
I liked it the way it sat, and if I ever had the kind of money where I was able to go and acquire all those cars on my list, that would definitely be one of them. I like it just as it is. You want to make it better, you put a different front end, you take it off the Charger line, like they did with the, you had the Chevelle, and then you had the station wagon based on the Chevelle back in the early 70s, late 60s, and those were cool ass fucking station wagons,
Right. Yeah.
So, they could have done that. I mean, there was no reason to do, that, and really kind of stupid to get rid of it. I mean, people would have snatched it up.
Well, I mean, people are
All the
snatching it up,
manufacturers were stupid to do something at some point because they got rid of some really phenomenal
what's up,
cars
John
over
Paul?
the years.
How you doing, John?
Well, they got rid of all the great cars because they were just gonna go electric.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of cars that are supposed to be going electric now that they're supposed to be coming out with, but their leaked photos actually show an engine bay with engine mounts for a gasoline engine.
Well, yeah, because everybody and their brother knows that the infrastructure isn't there to
Right.
all those vehicles. Plain and simple. If they're
fucking
asking
Ford
you
is
to turn
selling
your
fucking
air
trade
conditioner
engines like
off to
hotcakes.
conserve, if they're asking you to turn your air conditioner off to avoid brownouts, I mean, that's going to be daily.
Yeah.
Plus the air conditioners.
Double A says, I'm not sure my big block will ever see mud again, even though it's built for it. Oh, come on, Brian. You got to play sometimes.
There you go. Give me 1 second. I gotta go grab my charger from my phone.
Yeah, no worries, bud.
Hey, can you grab my charger out of my room and plug it up out here for me, please? Well, one
But
of my
it wants
kids
to go to the mud, Aaron. That's what it's for. It wants
Right?
to go to the mud. I mean,
It
how
wants
many
to play
pigs
in
have
the
you
mud.
ever seen that if they had a choice, they didn't go to the mud? It's built for it. Aaron's like, yeah, but I'm not built for cleaning it no more. Fuck that.
On my shelf. Right, Brian? Good night, Jason Earl. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Hanging out.
Right, Brian.
But yeah, man, I wish all these manufacturers wouldn't have done all the crap they've done over the years. They've ruined a lot of good
look at
shit.
what Ford did with the Coyote motor, dude. The 5.0, the new one, right? You
Yeah.
can build that motor on stock internals to 1,000 horsepower.
Everybody says that, but
Where's
if I'm
the
not
proof?
mistaken, it's either the shape of the pistons or the piston rods that definitely needs to be changed to hit that 1,000 horsepower. I mean, granted, yes, you can build it and hit the 1,000 horsepower one good time, but you're going to destroy one of those two. I can't remember
Something's gonna
which
happen,
one's
yeah.
actually the weak link.
Something's got to go. Yeah, exactly. I hear you there. So that's what I kind of. I mean, I'll go up to. You know what I mean? Before you guys start throwing rod arms and something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, heck, I've seen what it takes to freaking.
I mean, the Dark Horse has got the 5.0 in it. I do believe it's a built 5.0. It's a built Coyote motor.
Yeah, but really do your research into the specs, I can guarantee you
It's a built motor.
some of those components are slightly different than the
Oh, I'm
Coyote
sure.
5.0.
I'm sure. Because the Dark Horse is supposed to compete with the what was it? The Camaro, the new Camaro,
Yeah.
and the Dark Horse is naturally aspirated, whereas the Camaro is not.
Yeah.
It's supercharged. So.
Yeah. But I mean, the higher horsepower you get naturally aspirated, the easier it's going to be to blow the hell out of that motor.
This is true.
Because, you know, I mean, granted, it's all the same components taking the horsepower, but it's how you deliver the horsepower through the freaking motor.
Well, yeah, you got to
how
update.
your
You got to
setup
upgrade the
is.
crane. You got to update those piston arms. You got to update the valve train. You got, you got to do all that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, heck, another buddy of mine, I helped him build his 2002 Camaro to a 2,000 horsepower street car with a 427 Borowski.
Nice. The new Corvette is something else. Over 200 mile an hour without even trying. Damn.
Brian
Is that the
said,
new Stingray AA?
Brian said, who wants to stop on a road trip and sit for 30 minutes or so to charge up? Is it 30 minutes? I thought it was like a couple hours to charge one of them cars.
That's what I thought as well.
He might be just charging long enough to where he's got the right distance.
Well, no, he's saying you're on a road trip. So I would imagine road trip that you need a full battery, right? I mean,
Yeah, but full battery is like a tank of gas. It only gets you so far.
Yeah.
well, I mean, if you're on a road trip and you've gotten to the point where you got to refill, you're going to need at least that much to get back.
Yeah, I mean, with an electric car, I can see the start of a road trip, you want to have a full battery. But if you're like, all right, I'll be at this destination in 1 hour and it is 50 miles away, I got 30 miles of range, but it takes me 30 minutes to charge up to get the extra 30 miles of range or whatever.
Yeah, no, thank
I
you.
need to come up short 2 miles from my house.
I laugh every time I see all those little memes of people talking about
Make
electric
those body
cars
corvettes,
and
hell
wanting
yeah,
to save
Aaron.
the planet, but yet you see them on the side of the road connected to a gas generator trying to get a charge.
Mhm.
Exactly.
The absolute funniest of all the videos I've seen of anyone charging an electric car was when they were interviewing Kamala Harris. And she stood there and held the thing in the side of the car while she talked to them as if she was pumping gas.
Oh, damn.
And she just kept standing there talking about it or whatever she was doing. I mean, from my point of view, she doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense when she opens her mouth. So whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
But we don't need to go there, but
Yeah.
okay, I went there. But I mean, just standing there with your hand, it's like, come on, it's not a pump.
Aaron says not too many places to go play in the mud.
Hmm?
Oh, when we were talking about his big block.
Yeah, the Mako. I would love one too, Aaron. Those are so cool.
Yeah, the Mako Corvette. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I love the paint job that had where it was like this dark blue. I don't know. It was a darker blue on top, and then it had the silver lower on
By
that
the time
bottom
I'm
line
done with my
split.
Jeep, it's gonna eat them electric cars out and shit them out for dinner.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry. I just had to say that.
No, but I just laugh my ass off with how everybody is with this. You know, you got this group of people over here saying, you know, all electric, all electric. You got this group of people over here saying all gas, all gas, all gas. And everybody fails to realize everything
Look
needs
back, Daddy.
help with everything else. You know, I mean, you still have to put lubricants in an electric car for moving components.
For
Just
moving
like-
components, right?
I work at a wind tower manufacturing facility, coming from the oil field that I was in for like 20 years. And
Sure.
all these wind powered people are fucking crazy. They're like, we need to shut down the oil field. I'm like, okay, that's moving components. You see the leaking coming out of that? That's oils. You need the oil field.
Yeah, from what I've seen, them wind towers, they're quite a problem. Actually, all the leaking they've got going on with them.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
a lot of, and around here, they're all sitting in the middle of fucking fields, like, you know, for food
Fields
fields.
for food, right? Yeah,
Farming
yeah.
fields.
Same here. Same
And all
here.
that shit's going to be leaking into the field.
Yeah.
The
I was
water.
talking to a lot of the engineers there, and they all talk about wind fields. There's only certain parts of America that has good wind fields. But the technology in these, it takes a like half a mile an hour breeze to get them started spinning.
Yeah.
Right.
So why can't, like, if they need it that bad, why can't the entire United States be a wind field? Because
They put about 50 of
everywhere
them
in the
out over
fucking
here.
world, there's at least a half a mile an hour wind speed.
They put about 50 of them up over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Right
got
here in
one right
Michigan.
outside of town. It's a small one, but you know.
We got the big fuckers. Blades are reaching 400 feet in the air and shit.
Oh yeah. No. The tower, they're the big ones or whatever. But I'm just saying it's a small wind field. You know what I mean? It's a small group
Oh,
of.
yeah.
You
They
know.
got this dispersed through the next county over. They're
I
covering
wanna
a quarter of the county
See.
or something. I don't know.
I know
There's,
they don't
like I said,
look
about
that
50 of them out
large
there.
no more, but I want to say the second to largest wind tower blade is longer than a 787.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're fucking huge, man. They were bringing them in for months, for over a year. They were bringing them down the highway, and these trailers, each blade that was well over 100 feet. I don't know how long they were, but they were over 100 feet.
Oh yeah, they're definitely
Crazy.
freaking long. I can't remember all the exact measurements because it's been a couple of years since I talked to some of the engineers with them. But
And then the head unit that sets on top of the tower, that was like, you know, basically like take a semi trailer and make it like twice as wide and taller. You know, it was like that. And hell, I sat one day, I was driving down the road and I seen they were actually hoisting the blade. They had assembled the 3 blades together and they were hoisting it up and gonna hang it on the fucking tower. You know, and that, like I say, that head unit's like 200 feet up.
yeah,
You know, and these blades are over 100 foot, you know, and it was amazing watching them hoist this. So, you know, you got these blades. So you're looking at a thing that was over 200 foot in diameter, you know, that they were hoisting into the air and connect. And so I was like, wow, watch this. It was early morning, you know, still as fuck. You know how it is early morning. It's always still. That's the time you move shit. You got anything to do with the wind, if you want to avoid the wind. I mean, unless it's stormy, obviously, but you know, an average day, early morning, it's fucking perfectly still. You know,
Right.
and that's we used to fly ultralight when I was a kid, so that's when we flew was early morning because you could take off and there would be no wind at all. It was just
Sure. Yeah, it was just quiet. Yep.
so yeah, they were hanging that blade. It was pretty cool watching. I sat there for over an hour.
oh yeah, it's definitely interesting watching it. But I'm just glad to say I am the most hated person at the facility I work at because I do NDT. And every time them engineers try to pass off shit that's outside of spec for welding,
Right.
I piss everybody off because I tell them I'm not signing off on that shit. I don't want to feel responsible for that thing folding in half and killing somebody.
Yep.
Right. Exactly. Aaron just said that he's been unloading 180-foot long blades on the Columbia River.
Whoa.
And then he said it takes consistent wind to variable winds. Too many places fluctuate too much.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So-
think one job we got working on right now is for offshore wind towers.
What the fuck are you doing? My computer just decided to start loading something. And now I
Weird.
tried to stop it and it doesn't want to stop.
Ruffalo Raggy.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it to stop. My computer's just old. Real old. Wow, 180-foot blades. So, that's got to be 250 feet in the air minimum.
Something
Oh, yeah.
like that, yeah.
Well, I mean, for the safety factor, because you couldn't have it just 200 feet in the air, because then it would only be 20 feet above the ground. Somebody's getting hit.
Right. Yeah, the cab of a tractor's getting taken out or something, dude.
Some goofy kid, decides, or some idiot decides to do whatever to get himself near it.
Bro, yeah, right. Let's see if I can touch the blade.
Yeah. Well, I think the
Then
ones
it takes
around
his
my
head
work.
clean off.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to say the wind towers around my work that they built, the tip of the blade is like 80 foot off the ground at least.
Right. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. 180-foot blade. It's got to be 250 foot or more up to the, the cab up there,
Mm-hmm.
the drive unit. That's a long ways up, man. I mean, these towers are amazing when you see them over here. I mean, and they can't be, they got to be at least 2, but like I say, I think they're about 200 feet up.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember all the sizes to the different towers, but I mean, we produce anything from 2-section towers all the way up to 6-section towers.
Oh yeah, there was quite a few sections when they brought them in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's
Three blades
amazing
in
to
the
see
hub
these
will
things
be
try to go down the road.
380 feet in diameter, says Aaron.
What's that?
Aaron says 3 blades and the hub will be 380 feet in diameter.
Wow.
Yeah. I can believe that.
That's big. Big.
Yeah.
So the
I think
hub's
ours-
another 20 feet. Yeah, wow.
Yeah. I think our shortest tower section piece is about 60 foot long. And that's just
Yeah.
one section piece.
Sure.
And then what are they, like a 40-foot diameter or something?
Our biggest Vestas one, I think, is almost 18 foot in diameter.
Well, that just doesn't seem that big,
It
You'd think it
doesn't
would be
seem that
wider.
big, but I mean, you look at how they're made. The
No,
Vestas ones, the very
I get it.
base, the metal's 2.5 inches thick.
2.5 what?
2.5 inches thick.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's thick. That's some thick steel.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think our thickest base section, just for one circ weld, it takes them 5 12-hour shifts to weld one circ weld.
Wow. That's crazy.
Wait, could you repeat that?
Just for one circ weld on just connecting 2 of the cans together, takes like 5 12-hour shifts to weld that one circ weld.
Wow. 5 12-hour shifts. Jeez.
Yeah, that's nuts, dude. That's nuts.
Yeah.
So is that like, two alternating guys? So like
Yeah,
you're saying,
that's-
like, so that's 2.5 days of welding.
Yes.
So you got one guy gets off, another guy starts picks up.
Yeah.
Then he goes home and the other guy comes back in.
Oh yeah, the way they have that running,
Yeah,
it's
no, thank you, Aaron.
always alternating welders.
Yeah.
Their wire feed system, there's guys that are specifically there just to man that. As soon as they're down to the last 10 wraps of welding wire, they're dropping another welding spool on, getting it ready and everything else. Yeah, it's a nonstop operation. Where I work, there's
Sure.
60 gates to get sections out of.
Wow, that's crazy, bro.
They're in a hurry.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Yeah.
I have to laugh my ass off because right now I'm working outside in the yard on the shipping side, making sure all the stuff's going out without the drivers damaging them while they're hooking them and all that. And
Yep.
this facility makes 3 times more money having the section sit in their yard and charging a storage fee than they do of building the actual section.
Wow.
God damn.
That's different.
I want to know who got
We're gonna charge you more.
wanna
for
know how
storage,
that guy
dude, than we
got
are to
that
charge you to
contract.
build 'em.
How'd that guy get that contract set up?
Yeah, no shit. Our
wait a
guys are
minute.
busting their asses.
You're gonna
to
build me
fucking
this
build 'em,
shit.
and yet-
And you're going to ship me my stuff, but you want me to pay you while my built stuff sits in your yard waiting to ship to me.
Yeah, like the contracts
Okay.
we're building right now in 2024 aren't supposed to be erected till 2030.
Mm-hmm. That's going to rack up some money.
Yeah.
But yet there's people busting their asses building that shit and they ain't getting paid for nothing. And
No. No,
crazy, crazy.
yeah, it is. It's just because I mean I've dealt with every aspect of that facility so far, and it's funny how every worker on the floor bitches about, oh, I only make 21, I only make 26, shit like that. And I'm like, if it wouldn't be in Colorado, you probably wouldn't be bitching about it because Colorado's freaking crazy with their cost of living out here.
Now, are these like, trained, certified welders, or are these guys that are like, I've welded before and I've learned how to weld over the years?
These are guys that come out of like Pueblo Community College for welding. So I call them a glorified button pusher because all the machinery is all right, you hit this button so the weld will track to this side, or whenever it starts walking a little too much, you have to hit the button to adjust it, either forward to push the puddle more or backwards because you're pushing the puddle too much, or left to right. So they're glorified button pushers, if you ask me.
Okay.
But yet they're bitching about $20-something an hour pay, and they're glorified button pushers.
Wow.
There's a lot of waste in every field of work. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, my job scope being NDT, that has turned into glorified button pushers because now the machines pretty much calibrate themselves and tell you on the screen if they're calibrated right. Back whenever I first started, you had to look for the little green line across the screen and do all your calculated measurements by hand and figure all that shit out.
Shout out to the 18 in the building. Thank you for hanging out. So Aaron asks, how much is a base home in Colorado?
Today in 2024, I want to say in the ghetto side, houses are right at about $200,000. And that's 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 850 to 900 square foot.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Before
didn't Colorado like house how many freaking homeless people with all the fucking tax money from marijuana sales?
Yeah, I think somewhere out in Denver, they did a housing development for veterans, and they kicked veterans out to try and house homeless.
Really?
Yeah. If I remember correctly. Don't
That's
exactly hold me to it, but I want to say that somewhere in Denver did that shit.
That's a goddamn disgrace.
Yep.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. I absolutely like.
You're going to give a home to
Colorado's
someone who
beautiful,
isn't
but I
willing to.
can't stand the politics out here.
You give a home to somebody who isn't willing to haul their own weight for whatever their circumstances. They're not hauling their own weight. And you're going to give it to them over the guy who went and laid his life on the line for us.
Yeah. I know. It's fucking stupid. Pardon my French, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I get people have hard times and they end up homeless. I get that. But if you are currently homeless and you're not hauling your own weight compared to that veteran.
Where is that at?
He done hauled his weight.
Washington?
Damn.
He already hauled his weight.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like I say, granted, Colorado's a beautiful fucking state. But I just cannot stand the way they're trying to run this fucking state. And the shit they're doing.
It'd be tough, Aaron. It sure would.
Yeah.
Well, what it is it's, the economy's been in a downward spiral for quite a while. Now, there's a lot of people who are in the financial situation. The younger generation is in the financial situation that I was always in all my life. I never lived in a great economic area. I mean, when I got hurt in 14, as a certified welder, I was making $14 an hour.
Yeah.
I was a state certified welder. You go to other places in the country, I could have been making a lot more money, twice or more. But, the area I've lived in has always been like that. It's always been economically downtrodden because the UAW, the auto industry has been going downhill since the 70s.
Yeah.
And so we've watched jobs just disappear after disappear. I mean, it's just been headed that way always since that here, always that way.
Yeah.
But now it's that way across the country, and now everybody's wondering, oh, well, you can't live like this. Well, we've been living like this for 50 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Out here, I'm looked at like I'm an asshole purely because, like, even with the homeless people out here, I don't give them a second look because out here in Pueblo, Colorado, I'd say probably about 75% of the homeless. The only reason why they're homeless is because they choose to be, and they moved out here because of legal marijuana.
Yeah, a lot of the homeless now, they're that way because they, decided that they could go somewhere and they were going to get a free ride.
Mm-hmm.
It's from what I've seen, from the reporting I've seen, and I'm not talking on fucking national news or none of that propaganda crap.
Yeah.
I don't even watch TV, but just, I watch other things and read different things and pay attention.
Yeah, I've gotten to a point with news and media and all that. I try not to look at it on my phone. My freaking 3 TVs inside my house, I don't think have been turned on in probably 2 years.
There's nothing of interest there, and I'm not paying cable the exorbitant rates for nothing I want to watch anyway.
Yeah.
I've talked to people who are paying over $200 a month for cable.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I mean, everything's gotten to be a stupid freaking price. Because I mean, it's me, my wife, and 3 kids, and we have to keep track of them. So I have to have a phone on them. So I'm paying almost $400 a month for 5 freaking phone lines.
But
Damn.
our economy's better than it was 4 years ago. What? I seem to be paying twice as much for food as I was 4 years ago. So not so sure about that economy's better than it was.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Can't swallow that one. I can't even believe they try to perpetrate that on people who know damn good and well what they're paying for food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've had our rant. We probably should quit.
Yeah, let's bring this back to cars or 24 scales or something.
Right?
That's the one I'm working on right now. Get the shocks on.
Propane? Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
And decide on shock position here in the rear.
On what chassis is that again, Jim?
That's that killer.
Oh, the killer chassis? Okay.
Can I get the light? Where's the light?
So then he goes, that CR18P flatbed, huh? All right, Brian. Have a good night, brother.
There
Thanks
it
for
is.
stopping in, hanging out.
Get the light on it. Where it says
Sorry we
killer.
went on a rant there.
There it is. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Night, Miss Donna. We're probably going to shut her down here in a few minutes anyway.
Yeah.
Do a
I need to
half-baked
get
session.
some aftermarket chassis that have more shock positions. The only thing I've messed with is just the limited areas you can on stock chassis.
Oh, I've got a lot of aftermarket chassis.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we could have another 2-hour conversation about that.
Yeah. What company does those add-on pieces for everybody that does those like those Jeep bodies and stuff? Cautioner uses them on the stock SEX 24.
Like WT Micro? Talking about WT Micro?
Yeah.
Either that or Club 5.
Okay. Is there any way to actually fit like those underneath a stock SEX 24 body, like the Power Wagon body?
Like this?
No, those little add-on shock mount location pieces that you get with the.
Oh, like the flex blades and shit?
No, I think he's talking like shock towers, like aftermarket shock towers, like say from Grizzly Works. Like Grizzly Works offers
like
that.
LPG kits and stuff.
Yeah. Is there any way to fit any of those like under the factory like Power Wagon SEX 24 body?
Well, I'm sure you could work something out depending on how you're mounting things. I don't know. I don't have that Power Wagon, so I have the body, but I don't have, that chassis and that setup.
Yeah.
So it'd be kind of hard for me to sit. Exactly. I do a lot of modify, a lot of different shit.
Yeah.
So, depending on what you want, what you're looking
if you got like extra servo arms laying around, Nate, Alex, go from like the stock mounting position, right? And then like get your measurements or whatever, and then see where you want to have your shock placement, and see if it contacts the body there. Well, because the hump is fairly decent size, for the shock area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe try that, experiment with that a little bit, and then you can go from there and get better ones.
Hang on a minute.
Unless you're like one of them guys that breaks servo horns a lot.
Oh, shit.
I haven't
Tons of
broken any
slaughter.
servo horns, but I've broken a lot of servos.
Oh, well, then you just need to get a Mofo Black Label.
Yep.
That's probably the next servo I'm gonna freaking go after because
That'll be the last servo you need.
Yep.
yeah,
Black Label 2.0. That's the next one I'm going with.
I mean
Again.
through my cheap stages, I went with the Emax and a couple of the other ones, and this last servo I'm using is still a really good servo. Is the Endura coreless one, but I think it's starting to act up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm running. I do believe I have the Endura INS J11 or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's the one I'm
Yeah, I
messing
got
with
that
now.
on B. I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan of it.
I mean, I don't mind it. It's got enough power to do what I want it to do. I don't necessarily, I'm not one of the ones that's looking for like, holy crap, let me just barely touch my steering and then it does, like that.
Right.
No, I'm not looking for all the speed. I'm just wanting to make sure it's got enough power to hold through a turn when you're going through a bind.
The last
Sure,
concern I
yeah.
have about my servos is how fast they move. The fact that these will do that thing is irrelevant to me. The fact that they have the torque that will swing my ass end around if I want it to, that's where it's at for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where it's at for me as well. Yep.
Yeah, that little JS11 I'm using from Endura, it does that to my Power Wagon, and my Power Wagon's almost 900 grams.
Yeah. So that's that's moving it. And so the only problem you're gonna find with that, like that servo, is stamina. It's gonna wear out. While you're running it, its ability to continue to perform will decline over time that you are driving it because it just gets hot and it wears out quicker
Right.
than this will. But you were asking about the Power Hobby body, or the Power Wagon body from Axial, like this one right here.
Yes.
Okay, this is a Mofo Gladiator LCG chassis, which is same wheelbase that we're talking for the Power Wagon. So, and you can see
Yeah,
this is
it should mount right on there.
so there shouldn't be any reason that won't work just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it should mount right on there with the hinge mount.
Right.
Yeah.
But
So the Gladiator Mofo, you said
I think he's here. Dan, the man, gave me this. Look at that thing. It's all cherry and beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
while I'm still messing around with the factory chassis, I was kind of wondering if those shock tower mounts that
Well, that's
people
what I'm
use
trying
with
to
the
show you.
Jeep
This is
bodies
an LCG, so that's in effect what those those shock mount, the LCG kits are trying to attain from a stock chassis. So this is more or less getting into the same direction that those are going to take you. And that's what I'm saying. I don't think that that's going to be a problem for you to go ahead and put that on a stock chassis and make it work.
Oh, okay. I got you.
That's where I'm going with that. Is just that an LCG kit is trying to take a stock chassis and get where this is at. So if this goes with this, I think that'll go with this just fine. I mean, it's all a matter of getting everything set. Like this wouldn't sit this low if I had it mounted, unless I mounted it. But I mean, like if I lined up if I went ahead and put the hinge on and got it all lined up and everything, it would sit a bit higher. Just,
Yeah, like right around there. Yep.
Yeah, it'd be more like that probably.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard for me to see what you're seeing, but so.
Yeah, where the bed drops down just behind that toolbox. I know between the bottom of the bed and the factory chassis rails, there's only a 10 mil gap there. And I was kind of wondering if those shock towers were taller than 10 mils or,
I think you'd have the room looking at what I'm seeing with this.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get you an angle?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm seeing it. Yeah.
And that's kind of lining. That's even a little deep, really, but that's what she said. But yeah, so
Yeah.
you see that's
Okay.
and that's getting this lined up roughly, where that might be ish. So, I think you'll have plenty of the room what you're looking to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is east. Yeah, I might have to do that. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, I've kind of come to terms with my Power Wagon. I probably should jack the suspension up just a little bit because the 60 mil tires I have on it now are rubbing the backside of the fenders.
You got the CB hanging off the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
Controller up front. Cool Lego guy made the pocket for him to sit in out of the original driver, heating it and shaping it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back, guys.
Yeah,
And
I
his
wish
dog.
I had a little bit more nerve to mess with things in the depth of like what you have there.
Yeah, it just takes time. I didn't want to do that either. Say 3 years ago, and maybe 2 years ago, I started venturing into doing more and more. And, I did this maybe 2 years ago. Started messing with the bodies. Like, where's he at?
I like how you went JT style on that, but with the Wrangler front end or the Rubicon front end.
Oh, right. Well, what I did is I just took the JLU
Right.
and chopped it down, moved the back up, and then dropped the roof down. And
Yep.
to make it work, you got to pinch it a little bit because the roof is narrower than the lower section.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so
Oh.
you can see the seams.
Okay, so you made the bottom of the body meet the roof without having to trim the roof narrow.
No, the roof is narrower than the lower section of the body here. This is wider than the roof.
Like that.
Yeah.
So I chopped out of the rear and gave it like a dovetail because your roof is narrower. So I went ahead and matched the roof with it. I trimmed this a bit here, I made it a little narrower just so I could get that more of that dovetail, like that boat tail, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then this is a different one I did. See, I took it from a JLU to a Wrangler or whatever you want to call it.
Damn.
See, that's a deadbolt interior. And I did the same thing with the driver. I went ahead and heated him up, pressed him and shaped him into a seat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, still got the steering wheel.
Damn.
No, yeah.
Got the cracked windshield.
Nice. Which is common on Jeeps.
Same here too.
Oh, nice. You even cracked the back window.
Yeah. And that all you do with that is just take your hobby knife and pick a spot to start and then just track.
Right.
You know,
and
pick
crack. Yep. Sure.
And then where you had a bend, come off that angle and make a couple, and just monkey around.
Right.
Don't go too crazy or it'll look too busy.
Right. Yep. It's almost like a lightning bolt.
Yeah. I just did them up in the corners, like coming off that corner and off that corner, because you figure you're going to hit here and here, and that's going to cause that stress. That's going to cause that windshield to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I chopped this down into a Jeep, into a Wrangler like that.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I might have to find some bodies, just bodies, so I can mess around with, because I don't want to destroy the bodies that I have right now.
Sure, I get it. I get that. Yeah, this is this is an original of mine, and well, actually, this was my first Jeep actually that I did that to, and then actually, I think I got this. Somebody gave me this one. Yeah,
10 more minutes,
that's where I
guys.
got that one.
10 more minutes.
10 minutes. Just
I
10
know I
minutes,
said
man.
half-baked sesh, but
Sorry,
As,
I'm trying to
as
position
with most
myself.
stoners, you're
still in the
late.
building watching. Thank you guys. Greatly appreciate it. Nathan's RC Cliffs, thank you for becoming a member for 4 months in a row.
Here's a old Tinker Time item.
Eric, glad you're back in the house, brother. I got a quick question for you. What's going to be the best way to clean this besides soap and water to get all my fingerprint oils and stuff off?
Is that magnetic, Jim?
Sure is. These are old Tinker Time magnet
Hi, Jeff.
mount mirrors.
Damn.
But yeah, blink.
Good way not to break them, huh?
Yeah. Then you can turn them in. You know, I always turn it in like that, like when I'm driving. Turn them in so they're not sticking out to get banged around.
Right, yep.
Yeah.
I got some,
But a lot of
some
times-
of those as well. I just haven't put them on yet.
A lot of times I just pluck them off before I actually go crawling it. Because
Yeah.
I've had a couple times where I dropped one and didn't notice, and then had to go back through, and you're looking and looking and looking, and you're like, oh man, I don't want to lose that.
JMRC, what's up, John?
What's up, John? Welcome back, Eric.
Well, because I hear that like acetone and stuff will weaken 3D print. So I have alcohol wipes. You think that's gonna hurt the type of 3D stuff that you used? I'm not sure what you used there, Eric.
It's close enough, you know. It's not perfect, but
Yeah.
for us, you know, you're cruising it along. It looks pretty good.
Yeah. I've hit that stage where I do want to start messing with bodies and different things with aftermarket chassis. Because I finally hit a stage with my little indoor course where now I think it's going to be just adding the popsicle sticks and all the square dowels and round dowels and stuff, and my wife painting them.
Yeah, right, Eric. Yeah, worst case, print me another one. Sure. I hear you there. All right, man.
Yeah, I got these.
You found that at Menards, right?
Yeah, I found these at Menards. They were like, swear to God, I think they were like $2 a piece or whatever.
Go watch the shot and let me know what happens.
Yeah.
All right,
So
Eric, we'll do.
I bought like 10 of them or 15 of them.
Yeah.
Well, okay, like what? 10
More
of them
feedback,
at
the better.
$20.
Gotcha,
I've got
brother.
enough popsicle sticks to build anything we want to make.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to see what my wife does painting wise with this little course, so that way I can get an idea of what I want to do popsicle stick wise, whether it's building a little cabin or a little outhouse or adding little walkways here and there.
You know? Yeah, it's like I did on my original course where I did the bridges and all that shit and made some fences. And I picked up, like, see, I've got a bunch of them. Like, I got bigger ones and smaller and medium ones.
Yeah.
Right, Danny. Yeah, I'll start with a small area and see what happens. Yep.
So I've got 3 different sizes here.
Yeah.
And just like that, you know, you can build anything with, you know, all that different shit.
Yeah, my wife's got my brain running with different shit with mine. You know, but I mean, it's just once she starts painting, then I think those little things will come together.
Mm-hmm.
Right, for sure. Eric says he's not gonna lie. I'm starting a pinched XJ. So you're doing a pinched Cherokee, huh?
Yeah, because I mean, like, this is where I'm sitting at with this little freaking course.
Hey, that looks really good there, Alex.
Yeah.
I'm trying, you know.
Yeah, and then you got Jim right there with like a bridge that's out of popsicle sticks.
Yeah. Like, my wife has come up with some crazy little ideas. Like, right here, she wants me to do like a little log cabin. Right here, she wants me to do like a campfire area. And then she's talking about wanting me to do like a popsicle stick little walkway that comes underneath, goes all around, and then comes up by the campfire area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That'd be
And then,
kinda
like,
cool.
yeah, right here, she wants to do a little hot glue waterfall. And she wants me to do like a little walkway going around it and everything else.
That'd be neat. That'd be neat. 2 more minutes, guys.
This is
Call
like
her a night at
collapsing
2.5
bridge.
hours.
It's all broken and collapsing. It's not, but it looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yep.
So it becomes a decent obstacle when you're driving out of there, coming across.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How old are those popsicle sticks? You haven't had any issues with anything starting to try to crumble, have you?
Oh shit! No, I built this back in what was it? 21. This whole course.
Damn.
Out of spray foam and
Love.
dip tins and cardboard.
Cardboard masking tape, spray foam. Oh yeah, and then this is Kodiak steps.
Yep. Your dip tins.
Damn. Yeah.
Heads up
Yeah.
into a tunnel there. Well, this tunnel leads underground.
Yeah. Oh, heck. My wife was talking to me the other day about whenever all the kids are out of the house, if we still have their 3-tier bunk bed in the house, taking the mattresses off and making that into like a 3-tier crawler course.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be neat. That would be awesome, dude.
Yeah, so you come up out of that hole. And there's another one that's there.
Damn.
Yeah, lots of lines on there, Jim.
Yeah, there's actually this whole course. You can actually like follow it and track all around the whole thing, back and around, and it ends up being a whole course, like from beginning to end. And we used to run it like that. We'd run, you'd take off, you'd run the whole course around and then finish, and we had it timed. We didn't have any gates or any of that.
Right.
But, it's 4 foot by 4 foot. And it was, it's as much as I could pack in. There's like, say, 3 levels basically, because there's the underground, and then there's the exposed level, and then the very top level.
Right.
So this is what it's all evolved into. There's 60 odd tires.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a hell of a tire collection.
Hell yeah.
RC 4-wheel drive.
Lots of tires.
These are all Endura. Let's see, what's this? RC 4-wheel drive.
As far as wheels go, I've only tried Endura and Mofo, and I think everything I'm going to build is going to have a set of Mofo wheels.
Those are Grizzly Works 3D printed wheels. He don't even sell those.
Nice. All right, there it is, guys. The 2.5 hour mark. You know what happens next.
Oh, those are some Maz Raw. Those Hobby Soul. Those rims. Mofo 1-ups. Oh,
All right, we'll let Jim finish on.
The Blue Ghost. DJ Crawlers. Endura 9-spoke. Stamp steel. Oh, SSD 5-spoke.
I see a set of Vaders.
Those are stainless steel. Where do you see Vaders?
Them bronze ones right there.
There they are. Yeah, there's the Vaders.
Damn.
Yeah, stamp steelies. Mofo.
Mofo.
Yeah.
Don't forget, guys, go over to moforc.com. Check them out.
Solid brass. Remember those? The solid brass ones?
At checkout, use sliding sideways, all one word, lowercase.
Mofo.
Save you 5%.
Those are some funky motherfuckers. 20 screws on that outer ring, dude. And that's the only way to get them off. You can't even take them apart from the other side, like split them in the middle. Nope. You have to take the ring off. So I hate those rims and I don't like these tires, so they're mated permanently. Because these are junk tires and I hate those rims. I thought they were cool, they look cool. All them circles and titanium color and oh yeah, that's cool. And then I got them and it's like, nope, you can't take them apart. Yeah, I had put some brass
there. That sounds like a set of wheels you're going to throw on something you want to just give to somebody.
Oh no, I wouldn't inflict this upon anybody else. I just mated them up with these, and these are J Concepts. These are these are Tusks. That's right. But these are the gold compound, which means they are garbage.
Damn.
So they're nice and they'd be good for something pretty, and I don't want the tires and I don't want the rims, so they're good together. Now there's some good J Concepts. The Hold.
Yep, I got those. Jay gave me a set of those. The beard.
Those are UPWs or no DDPs, excuse me, from Mofo. These are UPWs.
Those are the UPWs. Yep.
Yeah.
Megalithics.
Yeah. Yep, we got some good tires.
Yeah.
Finger red #1. Lots of screws, bro. Oh, the finger emoji. Nice.
Those are Patagonias. I put them on 1-ups, and they actually look really good.
Yeah, they don't look that bad at all. They look really good.
Well, they didn't end up puffed out, at the rim.
But yeah.
They're perfect. So I'm digging them on Legacy there.
All right, guys. And with that, now we are out. Don't forget to tip your waiters and waitresses on the way out and your bartenders. And we'll talk to y'all later.
Talk cheap.